I am the motographer. In 2019, I embarked on the journey of a lifetime on the fantastic Indian-made Bajaj Dominar 400s, christened as the XBHP Dominar Creation Odyssey. The road trip went from New Delhi, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, and finally to the tip of Singapore and beyond to Sri Lanka. Here we go. Although Singapore was a very small country, which you could cross from one end to the other in less than an hour, there was so much to see in terms of modern urban architecture that we could just go on and on.
Some really nice buildings here. I mean, the architecture of most buildings is quite different. In Singapore, it's very futuristic. I think it's very hard for them to build a normal looking straight building, but that's what adds to the charm of Singapore. I mean, this is such a small country that they have to do things which are different. So this is the Marina Bay Sands, the world's most costliest resort, around $8 billion, 2,500 rooms. Oh, look at this! This is quite a sight, a skyline here, and my god, all of the buildings, they look like spaceships. Thank you. Well, we are getting thumbs up wherever we go, so do you believe in life after work? That's a nice one. That's a nice car there. Damn. Alright. Which Aston Martin is this? Look at the canopy of the trees. This is quite a beautiful road, and they've also managed to keep Singapore quite green, I must say. So actually we have traversed an entire country today. If the country is so small, I don't think it should be a problem, but okay, so this is an apartment called Interlace. As you can see, the design is quite, so this is quite an interesting complex. So here are some murals, beautifully done, and this is ENG Watt Street. Apparently there are a lot of other murals like this, but this one particularly depicts local market scene, and here you can probably see this is a South Indian woman here, and this is maybe Chinese, and I mean different cultures kind of melting pot of a lot of cultures. And laksa, so I remember Penang laksa from Malaysia, so I don't know if it's the same one, but laksa is over there is noodles with non-veg. So this is quite interesting over here. And yes, last day here in Singapore before we ship the bikes to Colombo tomorrow. So I think this is again Little India. Yes, on my right is the Little India arcade. So of all the accessories we had fitted on our bikes during the exhibition Dominar Great Asian Odyssey, the GPS cum phone mount has to be our favorite one. It was literally our lifeline, because without easy access to GPS navigation, we would have got lost. Imagine going from Delhi to Singapore on a motorcycle by road. Of course, you need to have a GPS. And taking cue from our right, Bajaj has neatly put a GPS stay on the new Dominar 400 which you see here, which makes your life definitely easier on the road. You can yourself check out all the new touring accessories on the new Dominar 400 at your nearest Bajaj dealership. But for now, let's get back to the Odyssey. And the buildings have become sort of colorful. A lot of Indians, of course, including us. Delhi registered bikes in Little India in Singapore. Some people are probably noticing that these are Delhi registered bikes, and they get a little bit of a shock. Little India in Little Singapore. Singapore has a place, it seems, for everyone. And there's a Pulsar 200NS. And there we go. That's what we were looking for. In front of us, none other than Rajnikant. Working class hero. And on my left, lot of elephants. Okay, so after completing any ride, I do go and collect a few models. So here is one such place, Tamiya, but Tamiya actually deals in model kits which you have to make. This was our last day in Singapore, and we would be leaving the bike for shipping to Sri Lanka today. And to celebrate this occasion, we treated ourselves with a visit to Singapore store of Tamiya, who are one of the biggest makers of automotive scale models. And you can see the entire video on this on the Motographer YouTube. So this is the Air Force area, Singapore Air Force, and the museum is there. Probably we can go inside, you never know. So we'll try to do that. This looks like a runway or something, and I think we should be able to go inside without any problems and click a few photos. Oh, that's nice. Wow, look at this. For sure this is good. No idea what kind of helicopter this is, but for sure this is really interesting. Well, it's Singaporean for sure. The Merlion and those two guys up there. Wow. We've got some nice installations and anti-aircraft guns